There's no.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching ECLECTICKA. We've got Drew. We've got Sensei Vegan, and we got Jecibel. How you guys doing today?
Hey,
I
Very
think
well.
we're all kind of like in fatigue and recovering from New York Comic Con, which went down this weekend.
definitely recovering still. My legs feel like I did a whole week worth of leg day.
Yeah.
You know, someone there said they actually had one of those apps that say how much you walk per day, and they were in a booth,
yeah?
and they did about 20 miles in one day. So you
Wow.
figure someone that actually is walking through the whole thing, like 40 miles within a day is possible.
Yeah, it's totally possible.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So, Jecibel, I'll let you go first because I know you might be able to maybe expound a little bit from the female perspective of what's going on. Also, I know that you're at work right now, so you might have to jet out real quick. So,
I'll be
what do you
off in
think
15
of
minutes.
this experience with 2017 Comic-Con?
I haven't been to NYCC since like 2014.
Okay.
So I had a decent 3-year gap. And I went back, and it had the usual runaround where you have to walk a whole year to get to the entrance.
Yeah.
Straight up, it was a whole year worth of a walk to the entrance. I'm telling you, all the pain in my legs came from that walk alone. So, other than that, the only thing I didn't like was that they have things reserved for like an 8-hour period and only opened it to the general public of the convention for 3 hours, which is ridiculous. It should have been the other way around. Like the Funko Pop stand was like, oh, if you want a raffle, you got the first 8 hours access into the stand, and then the 3 hours left will be given to the general public, and it should have been in the reverse. And they did that with a lot of different vendors, and there were things with celebrities that were supposed to be doing autographs that they were advertised. Excuse me, I'm burping. Were advertised to be there all day doing autographs in the autograph area, and it turns out that, oh, you needed to win the raffle to get a private signing, and that's the only signing they'll be doing, which I didn't like. I was in love with the dealer's room, and there was no taking me out of it, no matter how packed it was. Like, my crowd anxiety was, like, up here, and I was, like, down here with it right now. But I still shopped till I dropped. I bought Mad Pops. I bought Harley Quinn pajama pants that I wore to work today.
Oh, my
Excellent.
goodness.
Excellent.
Can you do
And some of the people that were there were Nolan North. You had Ricky Whittle.
That many copies.
You had Pablo Scribrier. You had who else? Michael Rooker. Felicity Jones was there. There were a lot of people there. William Shatner was there.
Like there were people there on the floor and stuff.
Yeah.
You met a couple of them, Seven. You're out here meeting folks. You got
Yeah, we got a couple pics on the IG, Sev Network. Yeah.
Some of the heavy hitters in the industry. Good for you.
Yeah.
Making moves, meeting people.
One thing I did like that Reed Pop, they're the organizers of New York Comic Con, and they actually had a Q&A / kind of panel situation where you could give all your gripes, and they'll take the notes down and make it better for next year. And I thought that was really, really, really good. And you do see the change of the last 2 years of the different things that they fixed based on people's complaints. So I thought that was really good.
Well, that's cool. They have a fair forum for people to go and issue their inquiries and complaints and all that stuff.
I would have complained so hard about that.
Yeah. All right. So now that we went on about what we didn't like about Comic-Con, everybody's had their piece about that. What did we like that we saw this year, guys? What we got going on?
Justice League, virtual reality was awesome.
I heard that they had some pretty serious VR booths over there, which I'm kind of salty being over here in LA. I didn't get to go, but I did see a lot of it because I followed it like crazy the whole weekend. The VR stuff is legit. And I gotta say that some of the stuff that I've been seeing lately, especially as it pertains to the horror game genre, has been pretty fierce. Pretty fierce. I would definitely keep on that out for a few of the titles that were coming out. Like I want to say like in the next year or two.
Right.
Pretty badass.
Anything in particular you like, Jecibel?
Dealer's room. Not gonna lie. I lived in the dealer's room. I always go. That's the first place I go, and 9 times out of 10, I don't leave. there's one thing Comic-Con has always been faithful to me with is the dealer's room.
You
And
mean you're
explain the
a
dealer's room to
actually
people
like
that
buying
don't know what
comics
that
there?
is.
Giant vendors area. I didn't even get to go through the entire dealer's room.
It's huge.
And I was all of Thursday in the dealer's room. That's how flippin' big the dealer's room is. Like, the only thing I can physically show you that I bought is this bad boy.
The
They're
ring.
Ring
nice
finger?
on a ring.
You bought a ring finger at Comic-Con? What the heck?
They had a whole, like, dice rings or something like that. But they had a whole bunch of different rings that, like, they spin and they do different, all of them are different. I wanted the one that was, like, chaotic evil, neutral evil, and everything like that. But they didn't have.
So of course, yeah. So now is
I'm super shocked. I met Vic Mignogna for the second time. And he fanboyed over my costume, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, yes.
That's
So there's a female Edward Elric, and I was like, this is gonna be everything in life.
nice. Yeah, that guy goes to cons like crazy, man. So, all right. from the
NYC
stuff we saw-
years now.
Yeah. So from the stuff that we saw at Comic-Con, like trailer-wise, they had a few pieces for us this time around, and Justice League trailer. That's out today.
Yeah. Was it good?
I'm gonna let you guys go. For those of us who have you guys seen it, Charles? Seven.
I'm done with the trailers for that. I just want to see the movie now. That's where I'm at with Justice League.
I saw it myself, and it looks aight. That's all I can really say. It looks aight. There were some visuals that looked really cool. There's a few shots of Wonder Woman that I really enjoyed. I just kind of in certain places just comes off like your standard bring them together action movie.
Right.
You know, like the formula that we're familiar with now as far as these superhero films go. They open up with a shot of Superman, okay? The great reveal that we all saw coming, which the genius that decided, hey, let's kill Superman off in Batman v Superman, that'll be smart. Him being seen at this trailer, there's no impact. You don't really feel anything for it. I don't give a crap that he gave Lois Lane a wedding ring, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know what's next. But it completely is wasted because of the crap that they did in the last movie, and it took away from the trailer, I feel. Like, the shots of Superman where he's, like, in the fields and stuff like that, they don't even bother holding on to their own reveals now because they know that killing off Superman in the last movie was a stupid idea.
That had to be one of the dumbest things ever, man. I walked out of that theater just angry after that happened.
Yeah, I can't help but notice that. But it's all good because of what I saw. The big thing for me is going to be this with this film. Can you guys create actual characters with this movie? Make them bounce off of each other in the way that we've gotten used to with the Marvel films and stuff like that, and make it so that we're compelled to see them do stuff together. That's the thing, because they've had a sketchy track record thus far, and the problem with that is that I'm realizing is they don't frame the characters very well. Outside of Wonder Woman, their character origin stories have been real hit or miss. They've been dicey, right?
Like we said before, if they can take that same formula from their animated stuff and bring it to the films, they would be totally fine. So if they could bring some elements from their animation films, to the big screen for this movie, they'll be okay. So if they can get that relationship going, that'll be good.
I think they can pull it off.
Needs to stick to animation.
Yeah.
Or just get their animated, or just take the writers that write the animation and get them to start doing a movie script.
And that's a whole thing that I've been like on for years. I'm like, what weird politics or red tape exists to where you can't just integrate those two departments and just have them start making these damn movies? Because you already know that the fans that watch the animated movies are gonna know the characters and they're gonna watch the live action stuff. So if you see Paul Dini and all the other guys who are attributed to all the good animated series that came from Warner Brothers and DC Comics, what's the problem?
Right.
Where's the hesitation there? So I think, though, I will give them credit in that Joss Whedon is, if nothing else, good at making character banter and setting up relationships with them and stuff like that. And when you see Bruce and Barry and Diana together at that last part of the trailer, and he sees again, I don't know if you guys saw the trailer, so I don't want to kind of mess it up for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it after this.
They look up, and Barry sees the Batman spotlight, and he's like, "Yo, that's for you." Bruce is like, "Oh," but because he's all loud, he's like, "That's for you." That's like It's dope. So if they can give me those moments, I'll be okay. Spider or Superman spoiler aside, I think that they could do a good job with that as long as they keep that back and forth there.
Right.
Yep. So what else we got? Anything?
Well, let's see. Walking Dead, there's a new season coming out, and allegedly Kirkman wants to keep it going strong. He didn't want to say too much. He never does. But when he did address, the big question was, now that you have a deal with Amazon, what's going on? What are you going to do? So it seems that there's things in the works or already in production for him to take his new books, his new properties, and create shows on there. But allegedly, he's like, look, I got tons of talented people that keep things going, and Walking Dead is going to continue.
Oh my gosh, who is it? The other comic book writer, Mark Millar. Who did he just sell his property stuff to? Some network. I can't remember who. I will look it up right now for you guys. Okay. But he kind of is on the same boat right now because they just purchased like pretty much the rights to all of his comic properties.
Wow.
Which makes some pretty interesting material if you're talking in terms of shows and films. I feel like that's kind of a thing now. It's almost how with comic books being what they are when it comes to like, media and, pop culture and stuff, there's like this strange acquisition spree that a lot of these companies have been going on. So I'm thinking what they're going to resort to now is just taking certain creatives, taking their properties and then just adapting them to whatever, streaming service or whatever thing, just keeping them in-house. So you just have them that they can just consistently crank out these projects and stuff like that. It's interesting. From like a writer standpoint, it like kind of makes you curious as to how they'll adapt certain things and in what way, Right. But I'll check it out because Kingsman was dope. Kick-Ass.
I love.
Yeah. I like Kick-Ass. I was a big fan of Kick-Ass.
And despite my problems with Walking Dead, Kirkman is dope. I do like his writing.
Honestly, I was hoping that they would do another Kick-Ass.
Was number 2 good? I never saw it.
I did see 2. I saw the second one. I wanted to see what they were going to do as she got a little bit older. I wanted to see what they would do.
As that girl got older. I was kind of hoping that they would focus more on her in the second one and let kind of the dude be on his own for a while. And then just focus on that. Or just make it like a spin-off movie where instead of Kick-Ass 2, you just had Hit Girl. And
you could have did that.
That's instead of giving it the
So I thought they were going to do a third one. And they were going to have Morris Chestnut's character take over and sort of partner up with her.
Do the same thing that Nicolas Cage did in the first.
Yeah, basically, I mean, because that's what I thought they were going to do. It seemed like they were leaning toward that.
Have her go out and just yap people in the streets, just as long as she does it before 12.
Yeah.
Great. But what else we got? Did you guys see the trailer for Runaways, the other series?
No.
All right, so Runaways is also based on a Marvel property, of course. It's about this group of kids, and they've known each other for ages. Their parents are all, friends. And every year they go to this house where they have like this big gathering between the families. Kids come to find out that their parents are all supervillains and that they're doing some sketchy ritual in the basement of the house that they're in. So they run away, and then antics ensue. The cast, I gotta say, even though it does have that ABC family type of vibe, CW vibe in certain places because they're all pretty and light skinned and stuff, it's like
after school special.
It's after school specialist, but it's still dope because they look like the characters in the comics, so it's all good. And the cast that they have, they got my dude James Masters. He was Spike in Buffy and Angel. That guy I like. So I'm already going to give it a shot just on that. But it looks like they captured the feel of the show for the most part. Unlike the other show they're making, Cloak and Dagger, which just looks like your typical run-of-the-mill teen drama bull crap.
I don't know why.
It was the whole trailer. You saw the trailer, Charles. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I did, man. That looks like Dawson's Creek or something, man.
Dawson's Creek. With some superpowers.
Cosplay or something put together, man. Yeah. No
Pass,
good.
Homie. Good.
I'm sorry, guys.
And then you guys
alone. Good Lord.
Yeah. and then you had the issue of Inhumans, which I don't know if you guys have heard the reviews,
Right.
but it's not looking good. Show.
So we called that. We said we
Called it. I wasn't gonna
called
close.
that. Man. You can't mess with that, man, and put it on freaking regular TV. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you guys, real quick, how did you guys feel about the Rick and Morty finale?
Oh, I'll let you go first since you brought it up. It's obviously on your brain, so go ahead, knock yourself out.
Because I literally got to run in a minute because I got to clock back in. But we're gonna cover this really quickly. I'm confused about Beth. Like, that is the only thing that has me twisted all up. I'm not sure if she's the clone or not because Rick won't kill her.
Rick won't kill her. And I'm going to give you my prediction on that. Beth left. She killed Tommy. She finished the job. And then she made the clone. And then she split because Beth is a sociopath. And that's what she did. That's what she did. And that's it.
And I'm like, it has to be a clone. There's no way it's not a clone because it's just the way she's acting. But I feel like Rick messed up by giving her entirely all of her memories, including.
It's possible. I thought
you're gonna make Beth with Beth's intelligence. Beth's gonna figure out Beth's not Beth.
That's kind of what she did in the finale. She started to think, oh, maybe I am the clone. My thing was this. I thought they were going to throw us a curveball and come to find out that Beth and Rick are both clones, and they went off together to go make up for the time they lost when she was a kid.
But
that was my theory.
He popped up with the gun, and they were like, you're going to kill Beth. He was like, no, this is for Jerry. I was like, oh,
yeah,
oh my God.
right. Okay, Hobie.
That was the end.
All right, Hobie. Yeah. So
that's right.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's my theory. I think they both failed.
It's 9. Me and my M&Ms got to get back to work.
Nice.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Happy to be here again next time if somebody gives me a heads up so that I'm not at work.
Yeah, Charles, get it together.
Oh yeah, just blame me. I'll contact you next time.
Yeah, somebody days in advance so I can be like, managers, I'm gonna be here that night. Like, can we get my background, my bedroom for once? My room looks cool. This doesn't.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we can do something with the setting next round with advance notice.
Hey, you guys. Hey, bye to Olaf.
That's the creepy snowman in the back.
I don't mess with you, Olaf. I can't even talk to you, son.
I gotta go. Have a good night, y'all.
Later.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, so what else we got going, guys?
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim 2. Now,
Oh,
you guys did see this trailer, yes?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay, so I liked the trailer. Let me start off with that.
I did.
What I did find a little bit funny and distracting, my man John Boyega's voice. He was doing the best Idris Elba impersonation that he could muster, and it didn't sound bad.
I didn't think about that.
He's totally doing his dad's voice because John Boyega, I believe, if I'm not, I might be mistaken. John Boyega's from South London, and they have a very different, not accent, but dialect, how they talk down there, versus Idris Elba, which is that Shakespearean, high level. Oh man, maybe I should be being charged by the word to listen to this man's voice. He's doing that in this trailer, and I know it's because he's his son. But just because you're the progeny of someone doesn't mean that you have to talk like them necessarily.
Not in real life, though.
Not in real life. So they could have just as easily been like, yeah, well, Idris had, or the character that Idris Elba played, he had John Boyega's character, and he grew up in South London, so you can just use your regular accent, John Boyega, and you're good to go. But I guess it's not as good for having speeches, so they made him do the art. Remember the
He was throwing some lines too, though, boy.
It was there. It was basically like a callback to everything that his dad said. But the movie, visually, if nothing else, looks fantastic.
It does.
Every nerdgasm-inducing robot thing that I've ever wanted to see in a movie was brought to me in this damn trailer.
You know what I like? I love the first one. I thought the first one was just underrated.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying they should have did a sequel. I think we said that before too. They should have did a sequel to this before. But what I loved is all the moves that those robots are doing. They were doing it inside of it too. You know, that was cool.
It's like G Gundam. You ever watch that one?
Yeah.
Where they actually had to do the moves. Yeah, that was great. And another thing too, if you guys noticed, in this trailer you see Jaegers fighting Jaegers in this one.
Yeah, you do.
So, which makes me, the cogs start getting turned in my head when I start looking at these trailers about what the plot's going to be. I think that after the events of Pacific Rim 1, right, they sealed a portal, right? that cuts off the kaiju from getting into our world. And after that, it's just humans. And humans, being what we are, we went back to the business of killing each other with our Jaegers, because now that we have this advanced technology, we got to use it for something, and people are people, so we're going to start going to war again, right? Until we come to find out that there are actually kaiju that were laying dormant, that had already come through, right? And that were hiding this whole time. So now we have to stop killing each other to take out the kaiju threat again.
Yeah.
That's where I think that story's going to go. That's my theory, based on the trailer.
I can roll with that.
So it looks like it's going to be good. I'm going to check it out for sure. It could have a simple plot, but I think with what
it just looks like a fun movie. It just looks like
fun.
Yeah, it looks like a fun movie.
It looks like fun, and I'm totally down to go check that out.
Blade Runner.
It's
You
out.
guys, I think I saw it. I don't want to take in. I'll let you guys see it. Then maybe we can hit on it next week.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I missed it this week because of reasons, but I will check it out and come back for the in-depth review. Did you, from your vantage point, Charles, without spoiling anything, did you enjoy it? Was this Was it a?
It was put sort of in slow motion, the movie. And when you watch it, you understand what I'm talking about. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, because the first one, we were talking about this briefly before the show. The first film is kind of a unicorn because prior to Blade Runner, no one had ever seen a hard-boiled noir sci-fi film yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it set this tempo for a lot of other sci-fi movies to follow. From then, the year after it was created, to now with stuff like Ghost in the Shell and all that other stuff. Right. So
it stuck to that. I mean, they didn't skew off the path.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. So, well, yeah, it wasn't like they try to reinvent the wheel with the movie. So
yeah, let's add some dubstep and some bullet time. And
nah, they
stuck. Nah, all right, cool. As long as it kept that tone and that vibe, I can mess with it. And I'm sorry, dude. I do like my dude, main character, in that one. Ryan Gosling. Yeah, he's a dope actor. And it's Harrison Ford coming back playing Deckard. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go check this out for sure. Yep. So anything else we got before we wrap it up this evening?
I'm good. Any other comic news, Seven?
Let's see.
We'll be at Fort Hamilton this week.
Yeah.
We'll be at Fort Hamilton this week. This will be the Saturday and the Sunday. And so that's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of people out there. And yes, it is a fort. It's on a army base. So anyone confused, you heard us correctly on that. And what else? What else is going on? Invincible. I'm looking out. I don't know if you guys saw on the Instagram, I put up some pics of the new cover for Invincible.
Invincible is, just for those who may not be aware.
Yeah, and that's a property by Kurtman, a graphic novel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see if he's going to take this property and turn it into a show. I think that could be super interesting.
I could see that being a thing, definitely.
But
I think that they're going to make it redeemable into a film or a series, but we'll see. I don't know.
The only thing like that is, tell me if I'm correct. If the robot, not to give it away, but the robot that is the main focus in this whole property, it seems like he's a mixture between Anakin Skywalker and Spock to me.
Mr. Spock, and this is Invincible, so you're talking about, right?
Correct. Just the fact that it's all about logic, not making any emotional decisions, separating the quote-unquote the human compassion part, but just this here's right and here's wrong.
Yeah, I didn't finish it, mind you. I only read like the first half of the first issue. Gosh.
Mm-hmm. But then the other side is the Anakin. I'm gonna do right until I become evil and become Darth Vader.
And in that, I kind of got more of a Dr. Manhattan vibe.
Interesting.
Because there's this.
I was just doing research on that cat too, Dr.
Yeah, I gotta finish. Now I gotta finish it because you got me curious. I got more of a Dr. Manhattan vibe because it's the sense that you're losing sense with yourself and your humanity, and it's just like do I really care about these people?
Right.
I don't want to. I don't want to kill them, right? I mean, they kind of suck. Humans are kind of crappy, but I have to protect them. So I'll just. It's I don't know. It's weird, but I do have to finish it. But that's the vibe that I got. Mr. Spock with like Dr. Manhattan crap mixed in.
And as you go further, and I won't give it away, but as you go further with it, you'll realize why I'm saying the Anakin. You probably get the
like
Spock
chosen
part,
one?
but you'll.
Because of the whole prophecy, he's the chosen one angle. Is that?
Am I able to give it away? Am I able to go further with it?
You could tell me. I
Okay.
mean, yeah.
All right. So actually, I'm telling everyone, right?
I get you. Spoiler alert.
Well, years.
Because basically, he goes from I'm going to protect these people. I know what needs to be done, and then he eventually becomes basically ruler of the world. And you know, and Darth Vader. Well, even though Darth Vader is under the Emperor, but it's kind of that whole thing of the Anakin turning into Vader, the passion, the confusion, and questioning, what do I do with these people? I know what's right, I know what's wrong, and now I'm in control. So I go from the ultimate good guy to the ultimate bad guy.
It's the classic downward spiral of a hero. You have someone who starts off as well-meaning, and then through a chain of circumstances and just dealing with the human condition as it is, they descend into, I guess, villainy. So that alone, I don't think you can really fail with that plot line. It's about how you execute it, though, as well.
Right.
Is what matters at the end. So.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. As long as they get the robot looking nice, I think it'd be very interesting property.
Yeah, and I got to finish that one too because I was feeling that one when I picked it up.
Now there's another one, but we don't have to go into that. But I thought that was the most interesting.
Make a list, and we'll go over them. We'll go down the line in the next episode.
Yeah, we could do that. All right, cool.
Dope.
All right, so the mission this week is to check out Blade Runner. So hopefully I can check that out tomorrow, and maybe we can squeeze in another episode sometime this week if you guys are up for it.
Yep, definitely.
Cool. But Charles, you liked it though.
It was.
Wait a minute. Nope.
No. Here we go.
Humana. It didn't skew far out. It didn't. I mean, it kept the same formula. It was a little bit slow. That's like a slow.
Yeah, all right. If that was your gripe, because the first one's a little slow.
Yeah. So it was that was. If I had to gripe about anything, it was a little bit slow. But I'm gonna let you cats check it out.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into the squared circle, the ring.
I can get with slow. Stupid bugs me, but I can get with slow. All right.
So we'll do that. We'll check that out, and if anything, we'll just blame Charles for our $15.99.
I'll be the punching bag.
The mode.
Yeah. No refunds. No refunds though.
Oh no.
All right. Thank you, Sensei Vegan.
Always a pleasure.
And Drew, representing the West Coast. I am Michael 7 Michael, and you're watching ECLECTICKA. See you guys next time.
Late.
Boom. Guys.
Boom. Out.
I'm going to